Benjamin Bande. Good evening or good morning, everyone, depending where you are. Today, before our regular WikiPali class, the Bande Venerable Sumila will lead us to chant Karanīya Metta Sutta for its protective power and world happiness, peace, and COVID victim. May Bande start the chanting, please. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Honor to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. My utmost respect to the perfectly enlightened Samma Sambuddha, the noble doctrine of the Buddha, and the noble Mahasangha, the disciples of the Buddha. Hello everyone, welcome to WikiPali translation project. But before starting, we would like to chant a very important sutta called Karanīya Metta Sutta. Before starting the sutta, I would like to invite all the devas with this traditional invitation to the devas. Samantha Cakkavalesu Atra Gacchanthu Devata Saddhammang Munirājas Sunantu Sagga Mokkadang Dhammas Parita Savana Kalo Ayang Bhadantha Parita Savana Kalo Ayang Bhadantha Parita Dhamma Savana Kalo Ayang Bhadantha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karanīya mattha kusalena yantang santang padang abhisamicca sakko juca sujuca Suvaco chassa mudu anatimani santusakoca subharoca apakiccoca sallahukavutti saṅtindriyoca nipakoca apagabho kulesu ananugiddho Naca khuddang samacare kinci yena vinyu pare upavadeyum sukhino akemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta ye kecipana bhutatti Tasavatavarāvanavasesa Dighavāye Mahantava Majjhima rasakānukathola Diṭṭhāvā yeva addiṭṭhā ye ca dure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhave seva sabbe sattha bhavantu sukhitattha naparo parang nikumbetha Atimanyetha katha chinang kangchi vyarosana patika sanya nanyamanyassa dukkha miccaya matayatha niyang puttang ayusaika puttamanurakhe Evaṁ pi sabba bhutesu manasaṁ bhavaye aparimanam mettaṁ ca sabba lokasmiṁ manasaṁ bhavaye aparimanam uddhaṁ adho ca tiriyaṁ ca Asambādhaṁ averaṁ asapattaṁ titthaṁ charaṁ nisinno va sayano va yavatassa vigatamiddho etaṁ satiṁ adhitteya brahmametam viharaṁ idhamaho Ditthiņca anupagamma sīlavā dasanena sampanno kāmesu vinaya gedhaṃ nahi jātu gabbhaseyaṃ punareti etena sacca vajjena Suthite hotu sabbada etena sacca vajjena Suthite hotu sabbada etena sacca vajjena Suthite hotu sabbada Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Bande, for the chanting. Now, welcome to our weekly Mahaniddesa study under WikiPali translation project. Today is a lesson on the week 44 and scheduled to last about 1 hour. Venerable Sumita will continue on Araha concept discussion. May we invite Bande to start the teaching, please. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Honor to him, the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened One. My utmost respect to the perfectly enlightened Samma Sambuddha, the noble doctrine of the Buddha, and the noble Mahasangha, the disciples of the Buddha. Hello everyone. Welcome to our Mahaniddesa translation project, and today we are going to translate this particular portion, I would like to invite any of you to read this one if possible. Senchu, do you want to read?
I haven't read it before.
Yeah, why don't you try?
Okay. And Dasida dite wa sude mude wa bakapita nati anubi sanyati. Dasadi arahato gina sawasa. Dasa dite wa dita sudia wa sude wa suda sudia wa mude wa muda sudia wa sanya bubangama da sanya wigapa yada sanya wigathena sanyaya utapita samutapita kapita bhagapita sankhada abhisankhada santhabita diti nati na sandina sanvijandi nubala bandi pahina samuchina uba sanda badibasada abadu padiga jnana gina tatadi dasida dite wa sude mude wa bhagavida nati anubisanya.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, very good. And let me also read it. Maybe you can also have a look. Tassidha ditteva sute muteva pakapita nathi anupisanyati. Tassati arahato khinasavasa. Tassa ditteva ditta suddhyava. Suteva sutta suddhyava. Muteva muta suddhyava. Sanya pubbangamata. Sanya vikappayata. Sanya vikappayayata. Sanya viggahena. Sanyaya uttapita. Samuttapita. Kappita. Pakappita. Sankhata. Abhisankhata. Santapita. Ditti natti. Nasanti. Na sangvijjanti. Nupalabhanti. Pahina samucchina. Upasanta. Patipasaddha. Abhabbupattika. Jnanaggina daddhati. Tassidha ditteva sute muteva pakappitanati anupi sanya. This again is one of the Pali stanza in this one. One of the Pali stanza in Sutta Nipata. So this these two lines are explained here. So tassidha natti tassidha ditteva sute muteva pakappita natti anupi sanya. So tassa to him, either in here ditte sute mute. So like when we see something, when you hear something, and when you experience something, and pakappita natti anupi sanya. Anu api, like even minute sanya means perception. When you hear, when you see, when you hear, when you see, when you hear, or when you experience, even the minutest perception does not occur to him. To whom? To the Khinasavasa, to the Arahanta person. Arahatasa here means Arahato Khinasavasa. Arahanta person, the liberated person, and Khina Asavasa, the one who has completely eradicated all the asavas, all the cankers, and to him, so whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you experience is nothing. He or even she doesn't have any kind of perception. So it is way different. And tassa ditteva ditta visuddhyava suteva sutta visuddhyava muteva muta visuddhyava sanya pubbanggamata sanya vikappayayata sanya viggahena sanyaya uttapita samuttapita kappita pakappita sankhata abhisankata santapita ditti natti na santi na samujjanti na upalabbanti, and it goes on explaining this one. So to him ditte va ditti suddhyava. So when he sees something, he has the view purification of view. And sute, when he hears that, he has the sutta suddhi. And so ditta suddhi, sutta suddhi, and muta suddhi. Muta means experience. Suddhi means purification. So they have the purification in all whatever they experience, seeing, hearing, or experiencing. And then sanya pubbanggamata. So that means they don't have any perception prior conceived some conception prior to that. They don't have any perception like that. And then sanya vikappayayata. So vikappayaya means again kappeti, means to design. So designed by the sanya viggahena, that means like grasped by the sanya or perception. Sanyaya uttapita, that means sanya by sanya they don't they don't associate with sanya. And samuttapita, they are all like almost together. Some uttapita, samuttapita, and then pakappita again like design, and abhisankhata, like you like practicing and accumulating. And so they santapita also tapati means to place, so establishing. And ditti natti nasanti, so they don't have any ditti, any view, any dogmatic view. Nasanti, they don't have it. Natti nasanti, same thing. And sangvijjanti na upalabbanti, almost more or less the same meaning. Why? Because pahina, they have abandoned. Samuchinna, they have eradicated or completely cut off. Upasanta, they have reconciled. Ababupattika, so not able to generate any birth. Jnanagina daddha, Jnana Agina Daddha, burnt by the fire of wisdom. Therefore, it is all psychological, all not physical, but psychological liberation. Tassa idhanati, therefore, tassa idha ditteva suteva muteva pakappita natti anupisanya. So therefore, to that liberated one, to that arahanta person, not even a minute perception does not happen by way of ditti or seeing or hearing or experiencing. That is this is a really little bit very hard, very deep philosophical thing, and language itself is very tough. And so we will try to go through that. So tassa here actually means the Arahanta person. Idha means here in this world. Here. So parent also here. And ditthe. So dittha means seen. This is past participle. And then when we have ditthe, that means locative, sattami bhati ekavachana. So ditthe. This is a noun. Locative, single. Right. And va and va both similar. So va and va, this means o. And then sute, like ditte, sute, mute, they go together. Especially when it comes to ditti, this is a very important thing. So it is said in Mangala Sutta also, like the people were having an argument with each other. They didn't know what was Mangala, what was auspicious. And then some people said like if you see something early morning, first thing in the morning, that is the Mangala. So that was Ditta Mangala. They were called Ditta Mangala. Some said if you hear something early morning, first thing, and that will be the auspicious thing, Mangala. And they were called Sutta Mangala. And Mutta Mangala means when you touch something or when you experience something early morning, that would be the auspicious. So they were fighting, they were arguing, quarreling with each other, including the Devas. So it went on like a wildfire. And later on, some Devas came to the Buddha, and then okay. Yes, I can do that. Let me share the screen then again. You want me to share the screen, whole thing? Okay.
Yes, I think that's what we used to. Thanks,
Okay.
Bandi.
Right. So now Dittha Sutta Mutta, that was like even today, like people have this problem, and this is also why it is very important to have Samma Ditti, right view. And that is why even in Noble Eightfold Path, first item is Samadhi. Right view is very important. If we have wrong view, the entire journey will be wrong. So right view is really important. So for this, Ditta Sutta Mutta, again, important. And when they see something, the Arahanta person, they don't receive anything. Like Ditte Ditta Matang, you see something and just a namesake, so seeing something per se, and that is nothing special for them. Like they are just seeing the elements, Patavi Apo Tejo Vayu, that the earth element, the water element, the fire element, and the air element, they see those things actually. And so for them, like they don't fabricate or they don't generate any karma, no sankhara for them. And that is why when they see something, just a scene only. Then they hear something, they do not generate karma, just a hearing only, namesake. And then when they experience, when they touch, same thing, contact. And so here Sute also is like that. Sutta heard, or Sutta means that you past participle. So Sutta A means in hearing. When we hear something, in that hearing, that is the meaning here. Okay. And Mute again is the other one. Mutta means it can be known, experienced, understood, touch, sense perceptions through nose, tongue, and touch. So all these bodily parts, when you have that experience, that is called Mutta. So Mutta A, the locative, Sattami Vibhatti. So when they hear something, when they see something, when they experience something, touch something, and Pakapita. Pakapita also has a different design, considering, arranging, thought over, all these Kapita, Kappana means, or Kalpana means thinking. So Pakapana also like thinking or designing. So Pakapita, again, past participle. Pakapita A, Nati. This is a Patama Vibhati Ekavachan. So they don't have a thought like that. Pakapita Anupi Sanya, this also is an adjective, actually part of an adjective of Sanya. They go together here. So Pakapita Natti Anupi. Natti means na atti. We can even say na atti, not have. Not have. Means they don't have. They don't have designed or thought or anupi. This is a slur. Anu api. Okay. Anu means very small, minute, or subtle, atomic, very small particle. See, you can say minute. And yes, singular. Anu api sanya. Okay. Let me check with the anu. Okay, over here, anu. Do we have the gender here, Chenchiu?
It's
Masculine, right?
masculine, yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. Then I just wanted to double check. So it's masculine here. And api is, okay, api means even, also, and then, yeah, you can use any of them. Okay. And sanya iti, again, it's a slur. Sanya and iti. Sanya here means perception. I think we will just take sanya. Sanya. perception. Here it is singular. Okay. Yeah. Sanya first. Right. So Pakapita Anu api sanya, they don't have any designated or designed or thought over any perception. That is the meaning. Ditteva sute mute va pakapita natyanu pisanya. And okay, so tassa iti again, it's a slur. Tassa means again it is to him. Yeah, I think we had it before. And iti is the word that we always have to translate over and over again. Yeah, this one maybe you also can remind them. This is another one that people in the back end have to work on. And Arahato, to the liberated one. Arahato, liberated one. And this is dative, that Chatuthi Vibhati. Yes, Arahantu Saddha. It's fine. We have found it before too. And Kina Asava, Kina Asava. So Kina Asava. That means it is already here. Kina Asava as a one word. So one in whom human passion is extinct. The one who has eradicated all forms of asava, so canker, so those latent tendencies or whatever. Yes, asa means genitive or dative.
When there's a kina asava, it should be kinasava.
That's right. Yeah, I had it. We can have it. We can actually break it also. I think it's better to have it as a one word. Yeah, kinasava. So Araha, kinasava, they go together too. So to the Buddha and also to the Arahanta monks, we can use the same thing. And Tassa, again, in Tassa we have it already done. Ditte va, ditte, okay, ditte va, when they see something in that seen thing. Ditte means in that seen thing. Va o ditta suddhyava. So like purification by seeing, ditta suddhya. And sute va sutta suddhyava, same thing. Okay, let's go to see this. So ditta means view or seen. I just broke it together. Suddhi and ya, suddhi means purification. Visuddhi also is the same thing. When you have visuddhi, we can have maybe a special, something more significant. You can add a little bit more when you have that thing at the beginning. So ditte suddhya, view purification. It's like ditte visuddhi actually, kind of. So sutta suddhi, suteva sutta suddhyava. So ditteva ditta suddhyava, suteva sutta suddhyava. When you see something, you have the ditti, suddhi or view purification. When you hear something, you have the sutta or hearing purification. So hearing, yes, hearing or learning. Yeah, sutta means sunati. It comes from sunati. Sunati means to hear. Sutta is the past participle. So we can use when you hear something like that. Okay. And then, yeah, and then that suddhi at hearing purification. Hearing purification. And then va is the same thing, o. And mute, again, experience. When you experience something, when you understand, know, touch, yeah, these are all part of the meaning. So when you experience something over here, we can also use that. So muteva muta suddhya. So that experiencing purification. So we can say experienced also, because we have seen done the same thing, experienced purification. But over here we said hearing, maybe view. Okay, and here at experience purification. Oops. Mutta suddhi. They are not really very simple things, although these three words are really profound. We all can have very easily misunderstood by when we hear or see or experience something. We can easily have wrong understanding, misunderstanding. Therefore, they have to purify those things. That is the idea here. Sutta suddhiyava, mute muta suddhiyava. And then sanya pubbanggamata. So sanya pubbanggamata, so they don't have something in advance. Sanya pubbangama, perception preceding. So preceding perception is not there. Sanya means perception, sense. Can see this different sign, and preceding or going at the head, yeah, going before, prior, leading. So that is not there. I think so. It should be. Yeah, this is just. So preceding perception is not there. That is the idea here again. Sanya pubbangama. Yes. Okay. Did you notice that that pop-up message? That also happens all the time. I think there is something in there. Sanya vikappayayata, again. Sanya and Vikappayayata. Sanya is perception, and here Vikappa. So it's again like earlier we learned, Pakappita, right? So Vikappayaya also is something to do with the kappeti, or to think, to design. So Sanya Vikappayayata. Let me check. What do we have here? That is the thinking. Yeah, let's see. What do we have here in the dictionary? Okay. Sanya. If we take Vikappa, Kappayayata. Vikappa Nyaya Eya. Vikappa. Vikappa, or thinking. Kalpana is to also thinking. So Sanya Vikappayayata. Okay. I think we have to translate manually. So Vikappayaya means, again, what did we learn before? For the previous one, we said design, right? And here we can say like thought. Singular. Perception, thought. So I just didn't change the order here, but Sanya Vikappa Yaya means perception of thought, or like the one before we learned, Sanya Pubbanggamata, Sanya Vikappayeta. So Sanya is the predominant factor here, perception. So that perception is not thought here. Sanya Viggahena Sanyaya Uttapita. Okay, let's see the other. Sanya Viggahena. Oh, Sanya Viggahena. Here, Sanya Viggahena. Okay. We take Sanya again, perception. Ganhati is to hold or take. So Viggaha also is something to do with the taking or holding. Let's see here. Do we have here Viggaha? Sanya Viggaha Ena. Yeah. I think we had to translate manually again. So Sanya perception and Viggaha and Ena. This case, Ena means Tatya. Viggaha, quarrel, bond, dispute, body, analysis. Yeah, that's right. Viggaha also means analysis. I think that makes more sense here. Sanya, Viggahena, like thought in the other one. So this one can be analysis. So Viggahena means actually instrumental. Perception, analysis. So Sanya, Viggahena. And yes, this one. Chenchi, did you notice? Every time we do this, we have that message.
Where?
Did you see that before, just now?
Where? I didn't say that. I look into the dictionary just now.
Oh, okay.
Can you show me again?
Yeah, when it comes, I show you. Like when we save, pop-up message comes up. Okay,
Okay.
Sanyaya Uttapita. Sanyaya, again, Sanya. Sanyaya Uttapita, right? Yatanyaya. Ya here is again instrumental. And oh, this is instrumental. Sanya. Oh, this one, you see? Update something.
Yeah, succeed.
Yeah.
That means you apply it and save it into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So here, Uttapita. So Uttapita. So tapeti is to keep. When you say Uttapati, that is like you keeping on top of something. Let's see what's having in the dictionary here. Uttapita. Yes. Yeah, Anuttapita also is there. And Myanmar dictionary, you have that. Du Tapita. So tapeti comes from tapeti. So Du Tapita. Du is like wrongly placed. Uttapita means placed on, kind of elevated. Yeah, I think that is the meaning here. We don't have it here. Maybe we can double check with the, what do you call? Let's check with the Atakata. Michaya. I think it is better to check Takata here. This is Paramaṭṭhaka. If we have something, let's see. Yeah. Ditthimpi lokasmin na kappayaya na janeya vuttang hoti. So here we have kevalang ditti sutadisu na nisayaya apichako pana asanyatang uparupari ditthimpi lokasmin na kappayaya na janeyati vuttang hoti. So they don't see that, they don't know it. That is the meaning. And key decision how jnanenava silavatena and samapatti jnana do we have anything else? No, right? Ditti. Yeah, this is Sassata Ditti, and that Ditti is eternalism and nihilism. That is the Sassata Ditti. Yeah, I think we don't have much in the Atthakatha about this, so we had to work on our own. Yeah, in Mahaniddesa Pali, actually, Atthakatha doesn't have much information. Sometimes Mahaniddesa has more information because that itself is like an Atthakatha, like a commentary to Sutta Nipata. So sometimes Mahaniddesa Atthakatha doesn't have much. So from here and there it has, but not much. That is something I noticed. Okay. And yeah, so Uttapita is Uttapita, Samuttapita. Oh yeah, so many words. Replaced. Or we can also say kept. Okay, Uttapita, Samuttapita, Kappita, Pakappita. Okay, so when we have Uttapita over here, when you have Samuttapita here again, yeah, that also is almost the same thing. A little bit of difference. Samuttapita. Sang Uttapita. Like Samudaya, when we say Samudaya, Udaya and Samudaya. So it's almost the same meaning. Maybe we need to give a different word for that. Here kept, maybe we can say and then here we have to say singular. Okay. Samuttapita. And kappita again, like kappana, kappita, you see, kappeti. What is this one? Kappita means?
Be ready.
Yeah? Be ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it something to do with like design or thought or something?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of design. It's put it
Preparing, considering. Yeah, I think here we have the English translation.
yeah, I think that's a prepare, arranged.
Yeah, harnessing, trimming, considering, making, leaving. Okay, over here. So why is it not coming here? Oh yeah, here we go. So prepared, kapita, harnessed, designed. Okay, can say prepare. Kapita.
And there was the difference between the arrange and prepare.
What is it? Yeah, you say here, that is the nature here. We will get so many similar words just to make sure why it is given like that, just to make sure to emphasize, like kapita pakapita, sankata abhisankata, tapita and uttapita. There is not much of a big difference, but that is also one style of writing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is why sometimes in Pali we get so many epithets, very similar synonyms. You have large number of synonyms for the same action or same person or whatever noun. That is we found here also that. So not necessarily so important to learn those like minor details. Okay. Yeah, pakapita, sankata. Again, sankata. Sankata. Again, you see, prepared, produced, aggregated, organized, made, wrote, created. So it also comes sankata. Also, then we can say formed. Sankhara also, like karma. They also, maybe if we can find sankata, bisankata. So we have to think of the other bisankata also. So here pakapita sankata, maybe I would like to say generated is not there. So we'll say created. Sankata. Okay. And then when we have abhi, it's even more profound. Like it always happens like kapita and pakapita. Like kapita means also preparing, but when you thinking actually, but when we say pakapita, it is more deeper designing, and sankata is creating, and then when we say abhisankata, it is even more deep. Yeah, so we have to actually think of a better Sometimes it will be difficult for us to get exactly what we need, but let's see if we have it here. Do we have a better word here? Fixed, made, prepared, made up, arranged, done. Yeah, not necessarily. Yeah. So Sankhara, Abhisankhara, they are also there. Dhamma, Abhidhamma, you see here. Prepared, arranged, restored. That's another. So as we have done here, we can say created and arranged or formed. Okay. So let's not
And
too much worry about that. Yes?
I passed the Atagata for Sankhara and Abhisangada
So you found Sankhata?
in the chat. Yeah.
So yeah.
Sankhata Mula Padang. You see it
Yeah.
in the chat.
Oh, okay, over here. So Sankhatati Mula Padang. Sankhata means the original word. Sankhatati Pachayehi Samagantva Kata. So when you are done with Pachayas and Upasagga Vasena Padang Vadhitang. When you have Upasagga, like this, like preceding that part, like Abhi or Pa, that means Padang Vadhitang, that is further increased. Abhisankatati Pachehi Abhikata. So Kata becomes Abhikata. That is, yeah. Pachehi Abhikata. Okay, so we will add that also to our note. Over here, Chenchu, maybe you can also remind them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll remind them again.
Yeah. Abhisankhata singular. Okay. Okay, and then Tapita and Santapita. Yeah. Again, Tapayati means to keep, and Santapati is gain. Yeah, this is just one word. Santapita. Yeah. What do we have so for Santapita? We cannot move this one, right? This window.
Cancel it.
Huh?
Cancel it.
Oh, we have to cancel. Maybe we save it.
Oh yeah. You save it. Okay.
Yeah.
Save it. But not save. But not add to vocabulary list, or it will have the record.
Yeah. Santapita. Yeah. Here na Santapita. Yeah. Asantapita is there. So na Santapita. Dusantapita. Yeah. It comes from Tapiti anyway. So all these are actually eventually related to that sanya. This is what we also need to remember. All these are related to that sanya, perception. And santapita, samuttapita, you see, again, samuttapita, kapita, pakapita. Oh, did we miss this one before? Okay, santapita. So let us write something over here.
So in Tathagata it said Pajaya Vaseneva Samatapita.
Santapitati paccaya vasena eva samma tapita. Samma means well, tapita means kept. So paccaya vasena eva. So paccaya, what is the paccaya? Conditions, right? Anicchati hutva abhavena. So anicca means impermanent. So being anicca abhavena means absence with the absence of anicca. So santapitati paccaya vasena samma tapita. Okay, I will take that. Tapita. Okay. So we can say well kept or kept well. Okay. Okay. All right. And that is about santapita. And ditti natti na santi. Ditti means view. So ditti, actually this is E. So ditti can be dogma, theory, belief, so many things, false doctrine, hearsay, religious belief. Even when you see something through the eye, that also can be ditti. So ditti natti, they don't have any ditti, they don't have any view. We can also say they don't have any dogma. And yes, so dittio. Yeah, it is feminine. Okay. Right, natti, don't have. Na atti. Na santi, same. Na santi also means not have. Santi means have. Santi. It's a verb. Present tense. Okay. Right. So then same thing actually when we say na atti, na santi, and then na sangvijjanti. Or vijjati also is to exist or and here we can see Samvijjati, you see, exist or to be found, to be, yeah. So I think we'll take it as exist. Samvijjati, exist. Samvijjanti, yeah, means plural. When we have Samvijjati, it is singular, but when we have Samvijjanti, that means plural. Yeah, so that is a little tricky one. Samvijjati is singular, but that's okay. Plural, present tense. Samvijjanti. Okay. They exist. Yeah. They exist. That is how it happens here. Samvijjanti. Should we write the nti? Maybe here. Maybe we have T here. Oh,
It should be an ND.
nti, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Samvijjati has
Then this
ND.
can also make, we can make it Bahuvachana without S, right?
Okay. Yes.
Then we can remove the S.
Okay.
Samvijjati. Okay, so we can see now they exist. And na upalabhati, yeah, na upalabhanti. That can also be na means not. Upalabhati. Nti is the Bahuvachana, right? Are found. Plural. So,
Upalabhati.
yeah, upalabhanti.
Patti. It should be singular form. Na upalabhati.
Yeah, but then we cannot, it will happen like before. That's why I just did it like this. Did you?
Yeah, and usually you put it here, you can find it. You can find from here.
Okay. Na upalabhanti. Na upalabhanti. E. You see, E is there.
Okay.
Yeah. I think na upalabhanti unti. If we want to have unti as plural.
Yeah, here is upalabhati.
Yeah. I did it in the previous one also, like Samvijjanti, remember?
Yeah.
Because
We did it take it as a singular and original form.
So we can say this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Singular and let's see again, then we have to Samvijjati unti.
Oh, this one is right. This one is right. This one is right.
Why? It is the same thing. If you have Samvijjati unti.
And here would be upalabhati.
Yeah, look, when we have Samvijjati, we cannot say exist. We have to say exists.
Okay.
And then what happens? There is an S here.
Okay, let's try. Save it. Save it and
You see what happened now? They exist, they say,
Okay.
right? Yeah,
It
that's
should be
why.
exist.
Huh?
It should be exist. Just
Yeah.
now is right. It was right.
So in that case, what we should do, we can have N here,
Exist.
and then we can say exist, right?
No, if it is some vijati and the plus d, and you save it, it shows exists automatically. But now it should, this now is right. Yeah, some vijati and exist. You choose exist.
Okay, so you want me to write here exist, and we
Exist.
just leave it here exist?
Okay. And here is also exist.
Here also, but samvijjati.
And usually we add a bracket here.
Okay. So another bracket?
Doesn't matter.
Another bracket here?
Yeah, usually we do it. We can do it. But never mind. You can just write samajati and exist and d.
I think, okay, let's see how it looks now.
No, it's not this kind of, it is this kind of bracket.
Oh, it is like like this?
Oh yeah, yes.
Okay. Oh. You mean like this?
Right.
Okay. Okay, so then we can change the same thing like upalabbanti.
Okay.
So na is not, and upalabhati, right?
Yeah.
And like this?
Right.
Yeah, we don't have that. So we can manually do that. Upalabhati. Okay, so we had to type it. Is found. And plural is not found. So we can manually write this one, right? Are not found.
Okay.
Like this. Right?
Okay.
So this one should be actually palabhati. This is a verb. Third plural. Okay. Okay, now palabhanti and pahina. This is we have done earlier, eliminated or abandoned. Samuchina. And then samuchina extirpated. Is it ekavachana or bahuvachana? We used ekavachana or bahuvachana? Singular, right? So everything should be singular. So this also should be singular. Samuchinna, extirpated. Yes. And then Upasanta, calmed. Again, singular. Okay. Thank you. If you find any Attakatha commentary, please
Okay.
let me know. Thank you. So
I'm
much.
wondering why it's a singular.
Yeah, because
which-
we have done, I think it should be singular. Ditteva, Suteva, Kapita.
So which word does it modify?
Because Nati, Ditti Nati. Santi. So, Santapita Ditti. Santapita, Kapita, Pakapita, Sankata, Visankata, Santapita Ditti. Right?
DT.
Nati. Then again we have Santi. And then Sangvijjanti. Naupalabbanti. Here it is Bahuvachana. And then we can say here it is Pahina Jnanagina Daddhati. Yeah, maybe it is Bahuvachana here, right? In this case,
Okay.
it is Nupalabbanti, Samvijjanti, the Bahuvachana. We should have changed it into plural. It's very tricky sometimes. Samuchinna also should be Bahuvachana. And then Upasanta. And then Patipasadha is tranquilized. I think it is. Okay. So, what happens when we abandon, extirpate, calm, and tranquilize all these ditthis, all these views, and then abhabhupattika, what happens? Unable to make birth. That is abhabha, means not suitable, not liable. That means no more birth. Jnanagina daddha, by knowledge fire, or fire of knowledge. Yes. Everything is done in the mind. So not something physically done, but all psychologically done. Daddha iti. burnt. Oh, yes, this is so we don't have to actually translate it there because Dadhati is a slur. Dadha iti. And iti, thus. Okay, Dadha iti and tassa idha. Again, it's a slur. And we learned it before, so no need to do it again. Ditteva, suteva, mute, va pakapita, nati, anupi sanya. We have done that before. Yeah, so that is the translation of this little complicated one. All right, so maybe we have to get the overall idea and translation. Maybe I will do it another time. Okay. Any question so far?
Would you please send us the link?
Yes, sure. This is the link. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Any other question?
So Pandit, the Santi is he or is like they?
Santi.
So singular, right?
Yeah, this one is also a little tricky one. Over here, you can see it comes from Athi. You see here, Santi. It comes from Athi. Santi. Do we have a plural form here?
Santi is a singular, I think.
Singular, right? So Athi and Santi, they go together. But interestingly, yeah, here Santi singular. Yeah, that is a noun. Yeah, okay. Over here, plural. Sati. Plural is sati.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, interesting. And then we have another verb here following that. It is actually they're actually bahuvachana. Like Sangvijjanti is a bahuvachana. Clear. Yeah. So that means this one, ditti natti, ditti santi, it goes together. Navis Sangvijjanti, nopalabbanti, it comes with pahana, samuchinna, upasanta, patipasadda, ababupattika, jnanagina, daddha. That is related to the bahuvachana. Yeah.
Then the ditti here is a singular form. And
yeah, ditti is a singular form.
Yeah.
But then we have also Sangvijjanti. Right?
Sangvijjanti, yeah.
Sangvijjanti is a bahuvachana. Na upalabbanti also bahuvachana, right?
Why the verbs are the plural?
Because yeah, so ditti, up to ditti it is ekavachana, and then it is the the Bahuvachana, that is the views. I mean, all together, all the sanyas, that becomes the Bahuvachana here. Yeah, I'm also checking the Sinhala dictionary, Sinhala translation. That also says ditti is the verb, nati and santi, and the other things certainly related to the other one. But I will also double check with that. When I get the whole translation, hopefully I can get a better idea.
Yeah, that's interesting. Dithi,
Yeah.
Nati, Na, Sandi, they are singular, but Na Samvijandi.
Yeah, that means up to here, ditti, nati, ditti, santi is singular. It is related to ditti. Okay, but then when we have na samvijjanti, na upalabbanti, and then that means it is related to entire things like ditti, sutta, mutta. Yeah, these are all together. That is why it is becoming like all sanyas together.
Okay.
Like Pakapitanati, Anupi, Sanya. So they all, Ditta, Sutta, Mutta, they all together become Bahuvachana.
Okay. So maybe it should be 2 sentences here.
Yeah, sometimes it is very difficult to manage like that because, yeah, there are some discrepancies in the editions.
Okay.
So happens.
And another question, Sanya, Vikapa Yeyata.
Yeah.
So this word, we usually means the from.
What?
Right?
We?
So here, yeah, Sanya, Vikapa. So we, so what is it? We.
Vikapayaya.
Prefix. Oh yeah, prefix.
Yeah.
It is we prefix.
Yeah.
So it has the meaning with the gaba ye yada.
Yeah, we can be special like vipassana, passana, vipassana, dasana,
Okay.
vidassana. So like kappana, vikappana.
So the same meaning.
Huh?
Same meaning.
When we have we, it is like per. Over here we have kappati, pakappati. So something like that. And also sankhata, abhisankhata, same thing. Like kappayaya and vikappayaya. We is something like that. Something more profound.
Okay.
Or something more special. That is
Okay.
we, when we have we.
So deeper thought.
Yes. But
Okay.
sometimes it's used also just for average, like vikappa, like option or something. But we can also use that if they are put together. That means the second one with the we, that has more profound, deeper meaning. Special thought, especially designed.
Clear. Thanks, Mende.
Okay. All right. Is that all for today?
Okay.
Then over to you, Janice.
Okay, Bande, thank you very much for the teaching today. May Bande lead us in making aspiration and sharing the merits, please.
Okay. We go to the over here. Transferring merits. Thank you everyone for joining us today, and we would like to thank everyone for helping us and also joining us today. This is not really so fun. It's really profound and it's really boring. But you still have the patience, and yeah, that's very important that we have the patience when we do that. Hopefully it will always be helpful to us some way or the other. When it comes to the profound Dhamma learning, it can be a lot of things. All right, so by the power of this wonderful merit that we have accrued today, I would like to transfer these merits to all the devas, all the celestial beings. Let's do it together. And by all the merits that we accrued today and before, in all throughout our samsara, let us think of all the devas, all celestial beings and other sentient beings too. May they receive this merit, be well, happy, healthy, safe wherever they are. May they also attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Tavata hi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Ittavata hi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Ittavata hi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Let us also transfer merit to all the departed ones. May they also receive this merit, share this merit, be well, happy, healthy, safe wherever they are. Thinking thus, let us transfer merit to all the departed ones. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Let us also aspire for the Kalyana Mitta friends, good friends, spiritually rich friends in our life, in our samsara, until we attain the Nibbana, so that we can be led to the right path. Imina punya kammena mame bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya. And all the merits that we accrued should also be led to our final liberation, final Nibbana. May we all be able to attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana at the end of our samsara. Thinking thus, let us recite this gatha. Idang me punyang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu sabba bhaya pamuncatu sabba roga pamuncatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, everyone. Till we meet next, next Tuesday, we don't have a class. So we will meet a week after Tuesday. May all be well, healthy, and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.